So, Zen, would you like to say what happened last time?
So from Lucille's point of view, we woke up in a bed in a room, and the door was locked. So Lucille unlocked it, um, went downstairs and flexed. Nobody was paying attention. She's really salty about it. Um, then there was a poster of a guy, and Lucille couldn't read it, but everybody's like, "Oh my god, we gotta find this guy." She's like, "Oh wait, no problem. I found the dude." Because the poster looked like Frankie. And it hurt her when she tried to read the poster, so she figured it was a magical item. Anyway, everybody was like, no, that's not Frankie. And she was like, listen here, you little shit. Read this. And it didn't hurt him, and she was really upset about it. And then somebody tried to marry her. Kale tried to marry her, so she tried to punch him in the balls. Didn't get it. He didn't learn his lesson, kept his arm on her. And Lucille punched him in the testicles, um, injuring him for pretty much the entire game. um, so then we left to go do a thing with finding this person, and we picked the friendliest looking guide, and we left. And there was a hat, and Lucille jumped down a hole and got the hat, and then had a hard time getting back up and was about to fight a mountain when Frankie was like, here, let me help you up here real quick before something bad happens. And we found a little keep. Lucille found a grocery list. Um, then she punched a hole in the floor so everybody could go downstairs. And there was some guys that came in, and they didn't like the one guy that had these birds that kept scaring the shit out of Lucille because they're just popping out of nowhere. And they were like, we're gonna fucking kill that guy, and we're gonna fucking kill his bird. But Lucille managed to like punch a hole through the door and grab the bird, and they became friends. And one of those guys killed her burb. So she broke every bone in his arm or leg. I don't know. She broke a limb and made it mushy. And Frankie gave him some cookies. And then we were going through the cave. Lucille was really sad about the bird. But then, found out that the guy was bad, so she got to go back and beat the shit out of him. And he's definitely alive and not dead. And she felt better. And that's what I remember.
Cool. Carmen, you're up.
So there I was. Still pretty high from the day before. A little bit out of it, but it was all coming back to me as I woke up and was rudely kicked out of my room. I still don't understand, like, why I got kicked out. He didn't really want to talk about any answers. He also wasn't really big into cookies, which was a red flag for me personally, so moved on pretty quickly and found out that there was a big search party happening for the prince, I think, or the prince's nephew. There's a lost royal member. His name was Kenneth. I remember that, and I got mistaken for him by Lucille. And we joined up with a search party with this guy who looked like he knew the layout of the land some. And then we found this tower. And the tower was weird. There was a lot of smoke in the basement. I choked for like a second, but honestly, I think my vast years of experience being trapped in a room with a lot of smoke really came through and shone in that moment. And I made it through all right. It was fine. And I used touch magic, which, you know, I do that a lot to clear out the smoke. It was nothing. It was easy. Anyway, we some shit happened. I gave some guys some cookies, and it was the last of my cookies. I gotta order some more, which kind of sucks because they weren't too good. The cookies were good. The guys weren't good. That's what I meant to say. Cookies delicious, immaculate. Can't wait for more. The dudes, though, we had to get rid of them, unfortunately. And there was a dragon, which I was a little nervous about that at first, but that just seemed okay. And then I went to grab the orb, and I don't actually know where the fuck I am right now. Like, something happened when I touched the orb. That's the last thing I remember.
Time is nothing but a circle in the haze, right?
I don't recall a dragon.
Nobody else does.
Okay.
Maybe it's the one she's chasing.
Okay.
Hold on. Out of character, you guys really don't remember?
That was during the session 0.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Seems fitting.
I don't care. He just mashed like both sessions into one.
I did 100%. Let's just say Frankie was hallucinating through the entire thing last week. That's what happened.
Sure, got it.
So it's like, oh yeah, there is that rock, and I'm like, but wait, that wasn't an orb. And where the fuck was this dragon?
Well, you focus on so many things, they just kind of blend together.
Yeah, that's true.
Helligan, you're up.
So I'm not going to go over the waking up in a random room again because pretty consistent. Head down to the bar because, well, they wouldn't let us stay in there past noon. Ungrateful buggers, I guess. The big muscly chick gets up in somebody's face about a poster. Looks like it's about to come to blows. I try to stop it. I get punched for my trouble. We find out that the prince or nephew of the regent is missing, or whatever his name is. Not really important. But, I mean, they're offering a lot of money for it. Can't hurt. Talk to the tracker instead of the big warrior guy. Follow the trail into what looks like an old keep that either nobody had been at for years, or they made it look very much like that. Turns out it was the second one because there was a basement, and a secret basement at that, like glowing magic lights and everything. There was some angry armored militant merchants, I think, that wanted to get us out of there because it was their hideout, which, fair. Except that everybody got into kind of a standoff about it, and it was kind of a hassle. So after some convincing, they let us look around, and we found the nephew down there. They made the mistake of trying to attack us after that. So we're in this old fortress with the nephew and perfectly safe. I mean, the nephew's probably shell-shocked, but yeah, that kind of happens.
Okay, that is I think between the three of you, you guys have an accurate account.
Somehow.
It's close enough.
By accurate, I mean, yeah, close enough.
By accurate, you mean you're not going to correct us?
Oh, no. It's fun to hear what you're not, paying attention to and play around with that.
Who says I'm not paying attention?
Yeah. Character and out of character. Sure. Anyway. Following those events from the last session, you guys are finding yourself pretty much standing around the keep. Consoling, Chase is trying to console Kenneth to get him back. And some time has passed, maybe about half an hour to an hour of this, and everything in the situation has calmed down. how again your character has noted that there seems to be a slight draft through the hallways that you guys were fighting in previously. At this point, Chase, the guide, pulls out something from his pocket and says, "It's going to get late soon. We could try to make a trek back to town, or we could try to rest here and make it out in the morning. What do you guys have a preference on?"
I'm not sleepy.
Okay, you guys, points to Frankie and Cathal.
I think the sooner we can get Kenneth back to safety, the better.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, fair enough. Reaches out, starts talking into the stone again. Bird comes out.
How are you not used to that now?
No one expects a bird to come out of a rock.
I mean, that rock's been doing it all day.
Doesn't make it normal.
I didn't say it was normal. I'm just saying that rock's been doing it all day.
Okay. So we'll start heading out then. Oh, come here. Raiden. Raiden, my dog. Come here, dude. Let's get pets. Yeah, come over here, buddy. All the way. That's right. Sit.
I heard his head go through the cat door so he could bark into the hallway.
Yes, he did that. That was that weird muffle sound. I've been petting him this whole time. He's still angry at the world. Old man. Anyway. So, you guys have decided to move out for the night. As Chase is holding up the trapdoor to the top and says, "Okay, we'll start marching back. We're going to have to keep an eye out for everything, obviously. What's the marching order? Who wants to be in front? Who wants to be in back?"
I'll be in the back.
I'll take front.
I guess I'll be in the middle.
Okay, so strongest one in the middle, protecting the regent, and
Yes.
Cool. Wonderful. We'll go from here. As you guys make it to the top of the keep, pretty uneventful. There is the wood, the flooring is still pretty shaky. Everything is pretty dilapidated, but it's sturdy enough to keep you guys steady. You make it out to the trail just fine. The moment the door opens from the keep to the trail, though, you do hear some howling in the distance. The sun has gone down at this point. It is recently dusk, so you still have a little bit of sunlight left. And it is getting quite dark at this point. Chase pulls out a glowing orb from his bag, hands one to Frankie and hands one to Cathal. He says, "Okay, let's start walking out."
What is this?
It's a light.
Okay.
It glows. We can see better with it.
Okay.
I'll need everyone to roll 3 perception checks for me. Thanks for rolling in the Discord, Paladin.
Yeah, it's a little easier because copy and paste.
Yep. Okay, the perceptive one. Sorry, the non-perceptive one that keeps on rolling 20s on these.
Hey, it's balanced out by that 4.
Sure. I just find that funny that. Alright, and you have. Okay. As you are walking down this path, Frankie, you are the first to notice that there are some wolves trailing you on the tree line across the path. They seem to be eyeballing your party.
I'm gonna let everybody know that there's some wolves following us.
I would like to intimidate them.
Roll for intimidation. And how are you intimidating?
I'm flexing.
I was going to say, is that really a question?
You flex. You look as big as you can.
Are you putting any effort behind this?
I mean, at this point, yes, always.
Okay, so I'm supposed to read everything you do strength-wise is going to be with effort.
Always with effort.
Gotcha. All right. You walk over to the sideline and you start making yourself look big, like really big. As in bigger than these wolves have ever seen a bear big. Somehow you look like you could just suplex a dire bear off of a tower and be fine, except the bear would not be. They go running away.
Good times.
Say, looks like that's reality, bitch.
As you're walking through a little bit further, though, speaking of, there is an actual bear that you see, Lucille, along the side of the road up ahead. What are you going to do with this information?
I look at everybody and say, guys, we might get to fight a bear.
I'd rather not if we can avoid it.
But you don't get a lot of opportunities to fight bears.
What reason? It's a bear. They're very big.
That's why.
Kenneth's over here and starts freaking out. Bear? Where?
I just clap him on the shoulder very lightly and I point directly at the bear. Right there, buddy. Is this your first time fighting a bear?
He starts running in the opposite direction, back towards where you guys came from.
I'll go get him.
Bear sees this and starts chasing.
I would like to tackle the bear.
I heard how I can talk first. How are you going to get him?
I catch up to him and grab him by the scruff of the neck.
Okay. Roll initiative for that. And Lucille, roll initiative as well. Okay. How again the random dice that everyone else is using hates you for some reason.
What else is new?
Yeah. Luckily, you're really fast normally, so luck doesn't come in factor into this too much. Yeah, you grab him as he's running by you. You pretty much get the scruff around him immediately.
You don't have to fight. Leave that to her.
Lucille, you're tackling the bear.
Yes, I'm tackling the bear.
Roll for tackle. As you go to mark it down. That's a thing. Yeah. As you go to I'm distracted now. I'm sorry. As you go to run up and grab this bear, the bear pretty much had the same idea as you had, and tackles you first. The bear slams you down to the ground. You take 4 damage. Everyone else roll initiative. Well, everyone roll initiative.
I'm gonna kick this bear's
Again?
ass.
All right. Zen got 8. Gino got 18.
I think. Wouldn't mine be the 8 since I did first?
I'm seeing that Zen did first.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How did I get 8 2 times in a row? Or not 2 times in a row, but so close together.
There.
Who knows? And modified Helagan got to 13.
Yep.
So it's Frankie, Helagan, and Kale, Frankie, and Lucille. So hard to use you guys' names. All right, Frankie, you're up. You just saw the bear tackle Lucille.
Oh God.
I think reverse tackle is the way that worked.
Wait, what? A reverse tackle?
Yeah, like trying to body check somebody on a hockey rink and then just going flying off of them instead.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna put up a resonance field, please.
You got your bubble, okay. You have been successfully bubbled.
Thank you.
Kale, you are up. You still have Kenneth firmly by the scruff.
Yep, and I'm not letting go of him. I'm going to use something I haven't yet. I'm going to use Find the Flaw on the bear. See if it's just hungry or if it's like angry or, try to get a read on it.
Please don't let it be a horny bear.
Jesus Christ.
I understand the bear.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
JD3 if you're looking for it.
No. I understand Find the Flaw. As soon as I saw that, I read out and knew that would come into play a lot with your character. First off, Ellen, who did you want to give your XP to for your perception roll before?
Who's the farthest behind?
That would technically be Frankie.
Frankie, take it.
Woo!
Alright, that puts Frankie at a level, and Ellen, you get 1 XP. Kale, who do you want to give yours to?
Frankie's behind still.
Alright, now everyone is caught up except for Kale. Kale is still well ahead.
I have 1 XP and 1 level.
Yeah, you have 1 level and 1 XP, so 5 right now, and we'll convert that at the end.
Cool.
Alright, find the flaw with a nat 20, and you have advantage on this.
Yep.
Holy crap. You look at the bear looks up at you, that brief moment, and in eye contact with the bear, you realize everything about its being. You realize that it's not even that hungry. It's not even that thirsty. It's not even that thirsty. It's just territorial. It's out and about. It's trying to have some fun. It saw some things run, and it wanted to give chase. It's got no family back at home. It's got no kids to protect. It's single, and it's ready to mingle with anything it can chase.
It's single and bored. Got it.
Yes. As far as its biggest, darkest secret past, it once had a crush on a wolf, and it does not like anyone else to know that.
Okay.
It has recently fallen down a tree trying to get some honey when it had a really embarrassing encounter with a rabbit and a bee and possibly a donkey. And as such, it has got a slight limp on its back left leg. Somehow relevant, yes. Druids be like that sometimes. All right. What would you like to do if it's What would you like to do with this information?
I'm gonna say, look, just scare it off. The bear's just bored and saw something running and wanted to chase it. As I still firmly hold on to Kenneth so that he doesn't take off running again.
Okay. Lucille. The bear is still actively trying to bite your face. Please roll for dodge.
Whoops. I almost repasted that. There we go.
Okay, as you go to try to dodge the bear's mouth, you actually shift in the worst way possible. You are now deeper under its bear hug, per se, and are going to have an even harder time getting out. And you take 4 damage to the face.
Okay.
And you get 1 XP for the predicament you're in.
Huzzah!
House rule I'm changing. Forgot to announce this beforehand, but for all nat 1s, I am not allowing the whole handing out to someone else. That is only going to be for celebratory nat 20s.
Okay.
Because I did the math, and you guys would reach max level well before the end of the campaign at this rate.
Because we are unlucky.
It's not our fault that we roll like shit.
Yeah, I know. As far as intrusions go, that will still be, handed out to everybody else as well.
I mean, they're still like spending XP to do stuff.
Yes, which I don't see anyone doing soon, or because this is the very roll with everything kind of crowd I've seen.
I mean, there's also like you can get skill trainings and stuff. So
True.
I'd have to actually know what skills are an option to be trained.
It's pretty open, honestly. Like, just don't
That's
get too
the problem.
don't get hyper specific on it, and it should work. Like
Basket weaving, yes. Underwater basket weaving, too specific. Think that one weird B-roll commercial.
I'm
You want
probably
something
just gonna
generic?
stick with
We
the 4
got you.
skills I have. It's easier that way.
Ellen, you are still up.
I'd like to headbutt the bear.
Roll for headbutt.
Maximum effort.
The bear has you pinned down extremely well. You go to headbutt it, and it's not effective at all. You can't get enough oomph with your neck muscle.
Mm.
Frankie, you're up. You're in a bubble. You're seeing a bear just crush Lucille, while a scared Kenneth gets held back by Kale. Chase is just chilling. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look at Chase and say, "Hey, are you able to give her a hand?"
My focus is with Kenneth. Are you able to give her a hand?
No. All I got is this light that you gave me. And I could heal her, but also that means getting close enough to touch. And there's a bear.
So you're in the same boat as me. Got it. Wanna place bets? I'm on the bear.
No, I'm not really the betting type.
You're on the bear, huh?
Yep.
Just that the bear wins?
Yep.
I'll take that.
Okay. How much you want to put down?
I'll start ruffling through my pockets to see what I've got. How about half a bottle of bourbon?
He looks into his bag and goes, "Yeah, sure, deal." Kelly, you're up.
Oh.
Okay, I drag Kenneth over to Chase. Go, here, hold this.
I'm sorry, did you want to do something else, Carmen?
I was gonna see if I could use helpful at all for Zen.
How would you assist in this?
I don't even know. That's why I was asking.
If you can come up with a plausible way to help out with the bear fight, then I would say yes, but
Okay.
and I can
Go
think
on,
of
then.
3 ways, but I don't want to give you the answer since this is a very open-ended system.
Go on
that
then.
rewards creativity. Okay, cool. Kale, you're up.
Okay, I'm dragging Kenneth over to Chase. Going, here, hold this.
Chase reluctantly takes Kenneth as he's fixated on this bear fight.
Unfortunately, I think that's my actions.
I'll give that as a move action if you want to do something else.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to the fight and then just thwap the bear on the nose.
Roll for thwap.
I don't like this. I'm going to use my dice again.
Yeah, what the hell, Dice Parser? Wish I could change its seat or something. I probably can. It's really complex.
I'll spend an XP to reroll that.
Okay.
And throw some effort behind it just to make sure that it actually lands. Glad I did.
All in favor for killing Dice Parser?
Aye.
Alright, how I can reroll that without Dice Parser?
What did I do with my phone this time?
Because that was just crap.
I rolled a 5.
It was meant to be a 5.
I'm so sorry. You go to thwap, and somehow the bear senses this ahead of time, raises its right paw, and blocks your thwap midair. Roll to dodge counter thwap.
Really? I rolled a 5.
Bear boops you in the snoot so hard you take 4 damage. You're at 3 might from I have on my sheet.
Yeah.
Lucille, you're up.
I am going to headbutt it on the nose. With all the effort. I got a nat 20. Thank you, die. I'm gonna fucking waste you, bear!
One moment, have to look up a thing in book. Foci, performs feats of strength, not controls gravity, not interprets the law, not uncovers things. Performs feats of strength. Major effect, suggestion. You send the creature flying through the air so it lands on the ground in a heap 1d 20 feet away from you. Yeah, that's what I like too. Go ahead and roll another d20, dear.
4.
Cool. As you raise up your head to headbutt it, you hit it so hard in the snoot, it flies backwards in a disoriented rage. Sinuses watering, everything just very distorted for this poor creature. You deal a massive 6 damage to it. That'll be the next 4. 8 damage to it. And it is off of you completely. Who would you like to reward the extra XP to?
I'm gonna keep catching Frankie up.
Okay, at this point, Kale is behind. Or Kale and Frankie are tied and Lucille's ahead.
I'll keep it on Frankie. Let Frankie know what it's like to taste being ahead.
Wow.
That way Frankie can be high on being ahead and high on cookies.
Speaking of Frankie being high, Frankie, you're up.
The bear has been defeated.
Bear is off of Lucille. I wouldn't say defeated.
I'm gonna look at Chase and let him know, like, you might want to start getting Kenneth out of here.
Yeah. And now without protection. Didn't want to go in the night anyway. So we'll write this one out.
Okay.
Of course, that's a picture, an image.
Yep.
That's amazing. Cool. Are you doing anything else besides trying to get them to go?
Yeah, nothing else.
Are you trying to be extra convincing, or just use talking with the free action to do so?
Just talking with a free action.
Okay.
I'm not built for combat or anything.
I didn't know if you wanted to like try to use persuasion as a skill.
I don't think I have that.
You can always do skills you don't have.
That's fine.
Okay. Like if you don't have a skill written down on the character sheet, let's say you want to do underwater basket weaving because that's a thing now. You could try that always. You just don't get any bonuses to it like you would if you were trained in it. So if you wanted to try to do half the things Lucille's doing, you're not as going to be as good as her, but you definitely have the ability to roll high for that. But if you don't want to do that, that's cool too. Kale, you are up.
Let's see. Does the bear look like it's coming back, or does it look like it's about to take off?
Roll for perception for me.
11.
The bear looks pissed, like it's about to start running ahead again.
I'm gonna put myself between the bear and Kenneth, just in case.
Okay. Lucille, you're up.
I'm gonna end this bear with my bare hands.
What are you doing to this poor bear?
I am going to punch it in the snoot. This bear will not have a nose when I am done with it. $11.
You go to punch the bear, and the bear backs away from you, just barely though. You barely miss. Bear goes to punch back. Roll to dodge.
14.
As you barely miss, the bear barely hits. You take 4 damage. Frankie, you just saw fist exchange from the bear and Lucille. What would you like to do?
Is the bear still nearby?
Bear's like 5-10 feet away from you.
I'm gonna move away. Not turning my back. I'm just backing up quickly.
Okay. You've put distance between yourself and the bear, and now Kenneth and Chase are in the middle of it. But between that is even Kale. Speaking of Kale, bear seems laser focused on Lucille still. What would you like to do?
I'm not sure if I want to draw his attention, to be perfectly honest, so I'm just going to defend.
Good. Take a defensive stance. Lucille, you're up.
I'm gonna kick the bear in the balls with everything I have in me. That is another nat 20, sir.
Okay, who'd you like to give it to?
That one will go to Kale.
Cool. Kale gets another one. Lucille gets one. And you're doing the crotch shot to the bear's berries.
Yes. I'm going to make it so that the bear is unable to bear children.
You hit this bear so hard in the crotch, you actually hit it in the balls. Which is saying something because this is a female bear. The kick gets delivered so strongly, its eyes bulge out of its head and dies instantaneously through a heart attack. You've now defeated the bear. Congratulations.
Does anybody want a bear?
Roll another d20, by the way.
19.
The bear is now 19 feet away from you as you just punt it across the forest.
Shit. Well, if anybody wants a bear, it went that way.
Chase is sitting there shaking his head and like, I should be happy, but here you go, man. And hands you a bottle of really nice bourbon, Gale. Like, this is stuff that they usually hand to royalty.
Nice.
Yeah, I just realized I set myself up for disappointment either way.
Yep.
I win a bet, I get a bear. I lose a bet, the bear goes away, but I lose a bet. Why did I do that to myself?
I don't know.
Oh well. Glad we got that taken away. Shall we? And pray to the 9 gods we don't see anything better or see anything worse.
There's only Paylor, but yes.
I'm sorry, say what now?
There is only Paylor, but yes, let's continue.
Roll perception, Frankie.
Got an 11.
You hear Kenneth mutter underneath his breath, saved by a Paylor figures.
I choose to ignore it.
Cool.
But I make note, he will not get any weed.
Just so Twitch knows, those are dandelions.
Yes. There are undesirables in your garden.
Yes. No dandelions for Kenneth.
Or ragweed.
No brownies, no cookies, etc.
No oregano. Dried or otherwise.
Too many spices. Too many herbs. Alright. Lucille, how you feeling?
I feel great. I just killed a bear.
Cool. I'm glad you're still feeling high and mighty after that. Everyone else feeling fine?
Yeah.
Give me a few minutes to catch my breath. I should be alright.
Cool. Alright, well, after a few minutes, let's start hiking. Let's get through this. Pray nothing else hurts us.
Can I do some healing touches?
Always. Who do you want to
Can
touch?
Before I touch Lucille, I'm gonna ask, can I heal you?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll just give her a pat on the back.
Roll for Pat.
It's a 1.
Okay. Roll for your healing.
Oh. Oh no. It's a 2.
As Frankie goes to touch you, Lucille, you feel a weird energy flow through his hands, and you actually take 3 damage.
Fuck! That almost
He's-
hurt worse than the bear.
I used a recovery roll and got back 2. That should be fine.
I'm very sorry. I can try again.
Why not?
You only rolled a 1, Hellwagon?
Yeah.
It's not your night.
Nope. When is it, though?
I rolled 3 to pat.
You rolled 3 to pat?
Yes.
Roll for further healing.
It's a 6.
Lucille, as Frankie tries his magic hands again, this time it works wonders compared to before. By wonders, I mean it hurts even more than it did.
God.
You take 7 damage of health.
Ouch.
You know what? Let's just wait till we get back.
Ow.
I think I'm a little tired.
Ow.
So what I'm learning out of character is this whole time I could have quote unquote healed the bear.
And you would have done just as much damage, yeah.
Okay.
I think she actually did as much or close to as much damage as the fucking bear at this point.
Mathematically, yeah.
Yeah. Out of character, if you wanted to use your healing touch for bad, you would have to fail a roll naturally.
Oh, I know.
So you could have healed the bear dead, but you would have to be very unlucky. Or
That's what I was
conversely,
saying.
Or just be rolling tonight, apparently.
Or conversely, just keep on healing until the roll gets really, really difficult to where you're almost guaranteed to not to hurt. But you'd have to heal up first. So you could
Yeah.
overheal somebody to the point where they die.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Okay. I just didn't. I know in other systems there's a intentional roll low, but I didn't want to know.
Oh, you have a lot of faith thinking I know other systems.
I have a
I-
lot of faith. Yes.
I barely know this one or actual D&D.
It's cool. I know way too many, and yet I
I
don't
own
play
way
them
too
many.
many.
I'm envious of your collection.
It's only getting bigger.
I am even more envious of your collection. Cool.
I don't
So-
think it's a collection so much as my ooh shiny brain just going, I want that. I want bookshelf space.
Lucille, did you want to do anything else before we move on? Like try to heal yourself, or
I'm not a doctor.
You have recovery rolls.
yeah, you can rest and
The first one's an action.
yeah.
Okay. Is that a D20 again?
No, it's just
Nope,
you roll a
just-
d6.
Oh,
D6.
thank God. Okay. 3.
You get 4 health back, so you're at 6 might.
Woo!
Yeah, if you look at your character sheet, you see the recovery roll section. You get 4 per day. That's just free. First one takes an action. Second one takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
Third one takes an hour. Fourth one takes 10 hours. So, okay, it's a long rest.
Okay.
And if you don't take them beforehand, sleep, I'm just going to say you roll all 4 at once.
Cool.
Cool. All right. So, guys, start moving along. You start seeing the Parith in the distance. Still a little bit of a ways away, maybe like a 10-20 minute hike, but at least you're getting towards the end. Everybody make a roll for me, though.
19 again.
8.
19, 8, and 8. Okay. Frankie and Kale, you both feel an arrow fly by your cheeks, it barely grazing you. Lucille, however, you see this arrow coming arcing through the sky like it's a fly ball in a baseball game, for lack of a better analogy. And this is something that you can easily dodge out of the way. Up in the distance between you and the town are about 5 guards? Question mark. They definitely look a lot more prepared and equipped than, let's say, your average bandit, but you don't recognize any of the markings on them. They don't seem to be your typical town guards. 3 of them have arrows. 3 of them have bows in hand. The other 2 seem to be nothing in their hand at this point. What would you like to do?
So you say I can see it like a fly ball. Does that mean I can catch it?
You can try.
I'm just gonna move out of the way.
Okay.
I fought a bear. These guys can take on some mere people.
Anyone else doing anything else with this information?
I didn't see where it came from, did I?
You did. Everyone did.
Okay. How far out is it?
2 short distances away.
Okay. I am going to far step over to him.
Far step. Okay, that is. Yep, you definitely have the range to do so.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a long range, so.
All right, and look down to 13, and what would you like to do when you get there?
Take a closer look at what I'm dealing with first. Do I recognize the, insignias or anything?
When you get closer, you see that this particular troop does not have any insignia whatsoever. The bows they're holding in their hands are extremely well made. They have very nice armor poking through what looks to be just plain clothing on top of it. This is definitely a well-funded group.
May I ask what you're doing firing at travelers at random? I ask.
Are you the ones with Kenneth?
Does that matter?
We got reports that Kenneth is heading back down towards this on this route, and currently in pursuit by bandits. So yes, that does matter. Are you the ones with Kenneth?
The bandits you're looking for were the free merchants.
This they seem to be looking at each other with that. And it's like, you say the free merchants are out this way. What proof do you have for this?
I'm gonna give a direction that I don't actually know as a player. Back that way about, I don't know, half an hour's walk. There's an abandoned fortress. In the basement was their hideout. It wasn't well stocked, but that is where Kenneth was found. I'm willing to wait here if you want to send someone to check. As long as you don't fire upon the group.
They look at each other and says, "Have you and your men dropped your weapons?" And
Have you seen me draw a weapon?
it's because you don't draw it now doesn't mean you can't draw later. Hand us your weapons and we'll talk.
I'm afraid I cannot do that. But I am willing to talk. You have to realize, from my perspective, you fired upon me first. I'd rather not be defenseless.
Anyone else doing anything during this time? I think Zen walked away. We'll wait for her to get back because
Okay.
Duck goes, yeah. Ah,
Did I miss something?
when did you leave?
When I sent the Ducky Goes Potty book.
Yeah, and I didn't see that until like just now. So Halligan was talking with the people. Did you hear any of that?
No.
Okay. And sorry, I got like 4 things up on my screen, so when I did see the picture, I'm like, oh shoot, that's relevant to now. How would you like to recap?
Basically, they fired some poorly aimed arrows at us. I stepped over to ask him what the fuck is going on, and they called us bandits, which I'm trying to correct the record on.
Got it.
I'm gonna step up to see if I can help Kale out a little bit with this. And just introduce myself, just like, hi, hey, my name's Frankie. We didn't catch your names.
No names needed. The one in the back goes, well, I'm Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Somewhere, huh?
Oh, hello, Steve. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm just curious, who do you guys work for?
Lucille, roll initiative.
I am, like, concerned that my die might be off. Because I'm just getting 19s and 20s.
Yes.
So to answer your question, 20. Lucille's dice really missed her, apparently. Because I had rolled crap on these things for every other campaign until the point that Lucille came back and the dice are like, ah, yes, mommy's home.
Yes, I remember the incredible luck that Lucille had last game and is all coming back around full circle to just the random bullshit that is Lucille Baller in the flesh. Who would you like to give the point to?
So are Frankie and Cathal even now?
Yes, they are 100% even.
Okay, I'll give this one to Cathal then.
Cool. You're still in slow motion mode somehow. You don't know if you whiffed something that Frankie was cooking earlier, but just everything seems so calm and serene and just moving so gracefully through the world around you. You see Kenneth about to just start darting over towards the people that were just attacking at you a second ago. Would you like to do anything with this information?
Just gonna grab him by the back of the shirt and go, nope.
Because I like the flavor of it, roll another d20.
16.
As you grab him, you yank him back exactly 16 inches from when he started running, forcefully, and plant him firmly into the ground. It's the reverse of punting someone 20 feet.
Set him down. Be one with the trees, boy. Hold still.
He starts yelling instead towards the group that came by. Over here! I'm over here! Please help! Everyone roll initiative.
One.
1?
19.
17.
Okay, wonderful. I guess, I think, I hope. Okay, we'll get to that one in a second. But first, Kale, you are up. Everyone is drawing swords at this point. As soon as they heard Kenneth scream.
Give somewhat of a over-exaggerated sigh. Just go take a look. He's fine. I'm not going for my weapon. Like, hands are away from it.
Are you moving during this turn?
I'm stepping out of their way so they can go past me.
Okay.
Look, we just got done with a bear. I'd rather not.
As you're talking, Carmen, you're up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna look at Chase and be like, are these the actual guards?
Chase is like 10 feet behind you at this point. He's still back with Lucille and Kenneth.
Only 10 feet? I'm gonna yell at him.
Okay.
Hey, are these the actual guards?
He yells back, I hope so. Can't tell from this angle. This far. Roll for me, Dino.
It's 10.
Roll 2 more times.
7. 2.
It's either going to be very good or very bad.
The people started rushing by you, pushing you aside. You get jostled around a few times before the last person just body slams you to the ground. You're now prone. You're now laying down on the ground as they just walk over you and run towards Kenneth.
I enjoyed every second of it.
Yes, they've stepped on you. Walked all over that.
I am not looking up a gift for that.
I can't find anything clean.
Exactly. That's why I'm not looking one up.
I was trying to find something funny, but nothing happened, so.
Yes.
Yep.
One person we all want to step on us.
Okay, something clean. If you can call that clean.
I think I know what anime that's from. I think.
If you do, let me know. Oh wait, I might know where that's from. God damn it! Is that penguin going to say "dude" anytime soon?
Maybe.
Oh, that weird ass movie. I need to see that one day.
I've seen it. It's weird.
Romance of Our Time.
Yep.
Cool. Anyway, Lucille, you see 5 people rushing towards you. What would you like to do?
I don't know who these people are. Steve? What's happening?
So you're just going to stand there and start talking?
Yeah, I don't know these people, but what? That guy that said his name was Steve seemed like a nice guy. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to Steve.
Cool. Make another roll for talking to Steve.
5.
Well, because it's Steve, you get double advantage, but it's still not enough, unfortunately. As you go to talk to Steve, instead you realize that you must have actually been fuming something Frankie has been cooking all day. That slow motion effect that you've been feeling all day, the just bliss is starting to come down crashing hard, and your muscles just feel like molasses at this point. As you try to get out to say, Steve, what's going on? The best you manage is just stay, and you feel Kenneth's grip just rip out from you, and he is now running towards them.
I'm trying to feel sad, but I just can't.
Roll for dodges, like 5 of them, Lucille.
5. 17. 20. Shit, I almost rolled that one off the desk. 3. And 15.
A roller coaster of rolls there.
I know.
Wow, that's
all across the board.
Who do you want to give the yet another 20 bonus points to?
Frankie. Did I also get experience for the nat 1 that I rolled on the... for initiative, or does that not count?
Yes, I gave you that already.
Okay.
So here's the experience points I have for everybody so far. Kale has 4, so he'll level. Frankie has 8, so he'll level twice. And Lucille has 7, so level plus almost leveling up again. And since Frankie is behind the checkbox, then that makes a lot of sense. Does that match up with what everyone else has?
Yes.
And that's what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Anyway, Lucille. Steel just comes flying at you from all directions. They're taking out their smaller swords and just flinging it at you. The first one you can dodge pretty easily. Is not an experienced person who's handling it. The second one, though, as you're busy dodging the first one, nicks you in the shoulder and you take 3 damage. The third one, however, is you look in the eye of the person who's throwing it after seeing your own blood yet again. It enrages you and fills you with determination as you just see Steve himself go to strike you and just hesitate for the slightest moment because you realize exactly the action he's doing, fighting somebody who just took down a bear by herself. And as you go to dodge him, you actually am able to shoulder check him and punt him away. Roll to see how far he flies.
1.
He flies on his ass. Right then, right there.
It's because he's my friend.
You really need to stop making friends with arcane constructs and people that are trying to kill you.
Yes. But as you're watching Steve fly, the furthest point where a friend can fly, which is exactly 10 inches to the left, the other person comes and strikes you as well. For the entire encounter of 5 attacks, you take 6 damage total. I count you at 0 might.
Yes.
Okay. You are now impaired. Which pretty much means you can't punt people on a nat 20 anymore.
No!
And doing anything with effort takes even more effort. Okay, that was exciting. Kale, you're up. You see them fighting Lucille. As one of them is trying to comfort Kenneth.
The facepalm is real. I'm gonna move back towards the... Yeah, pretty much. I want to move back towards the squall. Kenneth, if you're going to be in charge of anything, you need to learn to choose your words more carefully. And I'm just going to turn to the rest of the group. It's like, okay, that was poor wording. I don't suppose I can talk you guys into not fighting, please. That would make things much easier. That's all I got.
I don't have a picture. I can't find the picture because I don't know how the hell to search for this, but roll for persuasion.
Damn it. No. 16. I'm a little surprised I rolled it as high as I did.
Oh.
Well done.
I was not expecting that to pass.
Neither was I.
Shit, yeah, this system has weird rules.
Woo!
Think about it.
Yay, weirdness in my favor this time.
Fuck, how am I even going to announce this? I'm going to take a bathroom break while I think about how to actually say what I'm about to say. So
Yeah.
one moment, everybody. Cue the music. Drop the drops. I don't know. Talk about Poland. Something.
Talk about Poland.
Did you know Poland is experiencing a very huge feminist movement right now?
And given their like crazy right-wing government, that doesn't surprise me.
It's beautiful.
Huh.
Now, while this game's going on, I came up with an idea for a Pathfinder character, and I'm seeing if it's even feasible.
What is this?
Uh, basically a shapeshifter druid. But I'm seeing how I can actually like really mess with it because I think I found a way to turn into any humanoid. I found a way to get wild shape outside of the druid class, which is good because I don't want the rest of it anyway. And now I'm trying to find ways to get access to like all of the form and shape spells so that I can get like form of the dragon and stuff.
Just imagining the Wonder Twins form of dragon.
Yeah, kind of. Except that there's no bucket of water. Oh, wait, no. There's elementals. There's elementals. I stand corrected. But I kind of see this character as like the ultimate infiltrator. Although it's not nearly as funny as the other option for ultimate infiltrator that I have. Because the other option I have is can turn into a tiny size creature, counts as one size category smaller, and then can squeeze on top of that. Which I think equals out to if there's a 1.5 inch hole in the wall, I can go through it.
That sounds amazing.
You're such a good dog.
What I think is kind of funny, it involves turning into a fox as like kind of a requirement for it to work.
What I miss?
We talked about Poland.
Yes.
You actually talked about Poland.
Yes.
Crap, awesome. I'll have to someone clip that for me.
Also other things, but yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Anyway, as you say that, one of the guys look around and says, Hold on. Turns to Chase for a moment and says, Did you really send us for this group? You made it sound like this guy was under massive attack. Instead, we got this, I'm assuming drug user who just likes being stepped on. This weirdo in this flowery dress of a coat. And a bear that someone's transmuted into a human.
Okay, that one actually sounds right.
I killed that bear. Oh no. That was a human?
Oh boy, here we go. No. And gone. All right.
So the guy takes grabs a hold of Kenneth. We're taking him. Next time, don't call us. And starts walking away.
What?
Are you guys doing anything else at this point?
Chase, these guys are legit, right?
Chase doesn't hear he's just running back, screaming about his money.
So, do I still get my money for my brother's healthcare?
Everyone's walking away at this point. Walking back towards the town.
Steve wouldn't do that to me.
I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, same.
I'll be gimping behind them.
As you're following this group, pretty much it seems to be the guys who came by just fuming, scruffing Kenneth and tagging him along. Chase is just, chasing and groveling and just complaining about the money, every which way to deaf ears. And now you guys are following behind this scene. And unless you say otherwise, I'm assuming you're just like a pace or two behind, just falling like it's going towards, like you're waiting in line for lunch or something.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
Steve would never do something bad to me.
You just met him.
We're friends. There's an agreement.
Again, I post.
Facepalm.
Yeah. That's more creepy than it is anything else.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. I miss the Colbert Report.
Yeah.
Add to favorites. So they get to the perimeter of the town. Pretty much the same thing is still happening. They are walking Kenneth back, ignoring Chase. You guys are falling behind. Going to do anything else?
Not currently.
You know what? I think I'm going to ask Steve. Because I don't trust the people he's with. They caused me bodily harm.
What are you asking, Steve?
Steve, am I still going to be able to get the money for my brother's health care?
He looks down, like he's trying to ignore you.
Steve?
Roll for persuasion.
You're going to hate me.
Here we go again.
20.
Stop it.
I'm not kidding. He can walk over here and look at it. It's sitting here on my desk.
Stop it.
No, let her continue. We're getting XP
He's
this time.
coming. He's going to come look at it.
We're literally not doing anything. Just.
Yep, that's a 20.
I love random systems sometimes. I love randomness when it's not me that's in charge of it.
Leave this white goddamn. As you start speaking to Steve, well, because you and him are on a first name basis. First off, who are you going to give it to?
Who did I give it to last time? You gave it to Kale last time, so Frankie?
I gave it to me last time.
Then Kale. Kale gets it then. I'm just going back and forth.
It seems fair.
Cool. This is interesting. Welcome to Tier 2, Lucille.
Woo! I don't
Well,
know what that means.
I'll help you level up your character after this game. Jesus Christ. Okay. Session 2, everybody. The dice is not cursed. The dice is blessed.
I'm telling you, it's just because it missed Lucille. These are her dice.
Yes. Oh yeah, we never got dice for that person's graduation.
I know.
We'll have to go back. We got time. Anyway. Is your words cut through? You realize that Steve must have been under some kind of a spell, a charm, a hex, if you will. Because Steve just turns around, looks at you, and says, like he's just been broken from the spell, and goes, Oh yeah. We'll definitely get you that money. I'll make sure of it. Don't worry.
I believe Steve completely. You're a
And
good
at
man,
this point,
Steve.
they go past another set of guards stop you as they reach the center of the town and walk into the castle, if you will, for lack of a better term. I'll explain it later.
Yeah. The guards that stopped us, I say to them, we're with that group.
Thanks for retrieving Kenneth. No one gets beyond this point, besides those.
Okay, but they don't know what happened out there. So their report's going to be incomplete when I start walking away.
Chase is with them as well.
I know what I said.
Okay. Cool. At this point, it is pretty much middle of the night. Everything is pretty much as it's midnight. Why am I being on the bush? It's midnight. Welcome to midnight. What would you like to do now?
Go to bed.
Where bed?
I'm gonna go back to that place where we got kicked out and see if I can get a room.
I was
Okay.
going to actually find a different place because I figure they're still angry about the door.
I'm gonna assume that Frankie must have rented the room, so I'm just gonna follow Frankie.
Okay.
Is this a seaside town by chance?
Is this what?
Is this like a seaside town or is it like inland?
This is inland. If you look at the map, and I will post the map in a second.
Is it pinned? No.
I should pin it.
You probably should.
That'd be good.
I couldn't remember if this was the which of the two like starter towns this was, or the two. I mentally tagged it as Empire towns, and I don't know why.
Okay. Oh, here it is. It's already up. Of course, it's already up. Hidden message.
Okay, this is the one next to the forest. Got it.
Yes, you're in Perith. This is the center. This is pretty much the center of the island. Everything, all the roads flow in and out of here, and this is the main town of trade.
Okay, well, there's probably more than one inn then.
Yes, there are going to be multiple inns in this place.
Cool. I'm gonna look for one that's that caters more to like trade workers and like lower to mid class, rather than I'm assuming the higher class place that we were at.
And I'll get you a map of why can't I save this one? Weird. Okay, I'll pin a map of Perith in a bit. So what were we looking for again, Kale?
Kind of like a working class tavern and inn, something for like the traders to stop at.
Okay. The way this town is laid out is a ring. In the center is the nobility class. The ring past that is the market. The ring out that side that is pretty much the people who run the market, the people who run trade. More of the you need to actually be literate and be good with the quill to operate things. And then on the furthest set is the working class area. The people who work the blacksmiths, the people who cart boxes for a living, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking for, is a place to stay out in that ring.
Okay, so you start working out that way. Do you know where the town was, the inn was that you came from?
Nope.
Frankie?
What? No,
What was the name of the inn that you stayed at before?
no clue.
No clue. Okay. Roll an intellect to see if you can remember it.
It's a 2.
A 2.
A 2.
Okay. That'll be fun. I'll wait for how we're gonna get back. As
Okay.
you just said, BRB. So Poland,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fun place, right?
You had to have been there.
You don't have to tell me. They're like all the beer, right? You remember?
I like the pierogies most.
Yeah, that was a fun nickname we gave the principal. I mean,
Have you ever had a pierogi?
I don't know what pierogi is. I'm not in the in crowd.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I also have no idea what it is.
It's a dumpling filled with mashed potatoes and cheese.
Actually, that looks fantastic.
I say if you like the texture of dumpling dough, I think that would be the only point to like get past on it. It's quite enjoyable.
I've never had a dumpling, but looking at the ingredients, this actually looks cool. Do you know of any places in our local town that we're not going to say out loud that I can get a pierogi?
Yes, actually, if you go down to that really cool place where all the college kids hang out at, there's this sidewalk that you can walk on, and then there's a window, and then the window they hand you pierogies out of.
Oh yeah.
Is this the college that you can't spell suck without also putting these letters in there?
What?
Not the small one.
Of all the colleges in our town that we live in, is this the one that's like cheapest to go to? That's not
No.
a 2-year?
Wait, that's not a two. I don't know how much college costs anymore. That's not a good question for me.
Is this the one where if I go to an intro level class, then I would be sitting with like 300 other people around me?
Yes.
Damn it! Oh, why does everything have to be in that location that I'm not going to say out loud?
Because that's where the people are, man.
It's not actually in that location. It's just where they're out.
I hate that area of town.
But they literally call it the pierogi window. It's just a window on the side of a building, and you
That's
can get pierogies from it.
Oh, but I have to park a car in that area and walk. That means I have to drive towards that area. That means I have to deal with that area's traffic and a bunch of teenage kids who refuse to learn how to drive defensively because everything's about them because they go to that college I'm not going to say out loud.
Hey, I dropped out of 3 of those colleges. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you were better for it. Thank you very much.
Literally everybody I know that dropped out of that college is better. Like,
Okay, it was 2. The third one.
If you said I graduated from college unsaid, I'd be like, great, congratulations. Halligan and Alex are no longer friends.
Ouch.
And then sending that picture of me like looking at a camera awkwardly and shaking hands with, I don't know, Chase.
I mean, fair.
Although if he did graduate, then I would be doing the same with reverse. So it's cursed either way. That area has all the food, and I don't like that area.
Yeah, but nobody can stay mad at Chase.
Yeah,
Regardless.
Chase is too adorable.
He is.
I miss Chase.
For those that don't know, I've got his number saved in my phone with a picture of a golden retriever, and it's fitting.
Yeah, I have the Chase the bully stopper picture for him as well.
He's so precious.
He really is. I wish the best for that just guy. Wonder what he's doing these days.
I'll say he's the one that went to school to be a nurse, right?
Yeah, he dropped out though.
Oh,
Like towards the end, so I wonder what happened.
that really sucks.
And he left work to do that, so I'm not sure what's going on with him.
I mean, he did leave at a good time, so.
Yeah, he dropped out right before the pandemic.
He dropped out right before the pandemic, and he left work before it got really stupid.
Yeah, yes, he did. Oh man, he
Follow Chase. He's got it figured out.
he took his own advice. You know the quote I always say with him, right? He was talking about something that happened at work. I can't say out on stream for obvious reasons, but he misspoke. But his misspeaking became a quote I wrote down and attribute to him always. Don't die because you didn't quit.
Fair.
So he is quitting at the right time. He is such a quitter. He's a winner on top of it. Man, what a guy.
Yep.
Anyway, you rolled a 2 to figure out where you were before, right?
Yeah.
Battery.
Cool. All right, we'll start with your group since Lucille's following you. You know exactly where it is. It's right next to the podium where the guy was talking, and as you look around, you definitely see an inn and a tavern that looks dead on what it is. And you walk in there. What would you like to do once you get in there?
I'm gonna approach the bar and see if they have any rooms open.
Cool. You approach the bar and ask for rooms. The person looks up and says, "Oh, yeah, plenty." Once the search went off, I've been vacant ever since. Well, how much would you like? You two staying together, or are you not a couple?
Not a couple.
Okay, so 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Great. And that'll be 10 gold apiece.
Go ahead and pay it.
Cool. Halligan, Kale. As you start venturing out towards the working area, you realize that it gets dingier, it gets grimier, it gets more alive, it gets more authentic, if you will. What kind of a place are you looking to stay?
The kind of place that like a traveling merchant would stop at because it's cheap with good food.
Okay. You hear a area that is very lively. There is a bunch of cheering and going. Seems to be lots of mugs clanking, and whoever is playing that guitar is on fire right now.
Perfect.
Sound like a place you want to stop? Does that sound like a place you want to stop?
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I was looking for.
Cool. As you go in, the place is booming. Someone eyeballs you immediately and just throws a beer in your hand. Just says, "First one's on the house. Welcome, newcomer."
My kind of place.
I'll say, Halligan is home.
And I am going to stop it here.
Yeah, so like if you wanted to name Frankie's grandpa Bilbo Saggins, you'd have to get permission from Dino first.
Permission granted.